I'm Paul Amwerda and I'm here with Derek Joyce, and this is I'm Not the Expert But. This is a podcast where we discuss everything from the most complex topic that we know nothing about to the simplest topic that we probably also know nothing about. So put the kettle on, make yourself comfy and join us. Okay, picture this. Paradise Island in the Bahamas, white sands, palm trees, luxury villas, Michelin chefs, supermodels, Jay-Z, and the best bands in the world. Welcome to Fyre Festel, or what it should have been. Right? Back in 2013, I believe it was, Billy McFarlane, the self-made millionaire entrepreneur, came up with this idea. Himself and Ja Rule came up with this idea to have like a luxury festival.
Jay-Z or Ja Rule?
No, Jay-Z was to play at it.
Right.
Ja Rule was the organizer.
Right, yeah.
Right, so you have Ja Rule and this guy Billy McFarlane. As I said, he was an entrepreneur. They had got together previously and come up with a Fyre app, it was called, right? Which basically was like Tinder for artists, right? So if you wanted to hire, say, Coldplay to play your nephew's bar mitzvah, right?
Okay.
They come up with this app where you could literally make a bid, and then Coldplay could kind of swipe left or swipe right and accept the bid or refuse the bid. And it took out the whole booking agent, the middle,
So Tinder for music.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Tinder for music acts. Exactly what it was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they come up with this app and it was doing quite well, and they made some money
They
for
made
it.
the app?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The app was launched. It was a company and everything and it was doing quite well. Now, obviously for the uber rich, like if you're going to try and hire Coldplay for the night, you know what I mean? So it wasn't for your son's 21st unless you're bleeding Jeff fucking Bezos or something, But anyway, right, so they had this app working and it was great. And then but it wasn't going as well as they hoped. It wasn't as successful, you'd think, as they had hoped. So they decided, let's make a music festival.
Sorry for stopping you. What did they fucking hope? What did they think would happen?
Well, they hoped millionaires would, use it to hire bands, basically.
Yeah, but how do you build a business?
But no, I think it was everything from your local wedding band up to your Coldplay.
Okay, so they had lots of, and I'm not calling wedding bands lower echelon.
No, but affordable bands.
Yeah, but they had that.
Yeah.
And they didn't have the super rich.
Well, they
bands.
did. Yeah, no, they did have all the big acts as well. The music industry was highly pissed off about the whole thing because it was taking out the middleman. It was taking out the...
Loved it.
Kind of management. Yeah. It was taking all that side of it out,
Yeah.
For a fee. And obviously as a band you paid to be on the app or whatever, and that was how you got work or whatever out of it. But anyway, so that was going okay, but they wanted to go to the next level, so they decided, let's turn it into a music festival, where all the bands have been booked on the app. So the whole thing, the app into the real world of the festival.
Yeah.
Right? So it was called Fyre Fest, right? So they got into talks with the owners of Pablo Escobar's island.
Yeah.
In the Bahamas, right? Now they were told under no circumstances were they to mention in any of their marketing, in any of their advertising, anything, that it was Pablo Escobar's island.
Right.
Right? They were warned, do not
by
use
who?
the name. By the owners, the guy who owns the island now.
Right, okay. Yeah,
right? They were told under no circumstances are you to have anything mentioning Pablo Escobar. Anything mentioning Pablo Escobar in your marketing at all, right? Okay, so to market the festival, what they did was they hired a load of supermodels, Bella Hadid, I don't really know many supermodels, but it was the top 10 supermodels in the world at the time, right?
Yeah.
They flew them down to this island and they basically partied with them for a weekend and brought a film crew, right? So the film crew just literally filmed them partying, drinking, dancing, lounging in the sun. Basically all of the things that they wanted
playing
to
sexy
offer.
Football and surf, that.
Yeah, exactly. But all the stuff that they wanted Fyre Festival to be. Like this was the experience that they were offering to very, very rich kids who could pay from $5,000.
Daddies could pay.
Yeah. $5,000 to $250,000 for a package for this festival, right? So anyway, and that was literally all they had. They had the island. They had an ad, right, that they filmed over 2 days in the Bahamas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they were thinking, how do we get this out? How do we make this pop? How do we get this out on social media, right? So they come up with an idea, right? Now, if you're scrolling through X, or Instagram, or what's the other one? TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're the kind of person that follows influencers and stuff, like that kind of millennial stuff, and you're scrolling, they all look pretty much exactly the same, yeah? If you're doom scrolling, yeah, it's pretty woman doing her makeup after pretty woman doing her makeup or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, how do we make this pop? How do we make this, explode? So what they came up with the idea, right? They hired a marketing company with a very weird fucking dodgy name, if I can remember it.
That's always a good move. Hiring
it was fuck Jeff or something it was called. No, seriously, that's what the marketing company was called. Fuck Jeff or fuck somebody.
Okay. That's a hell of an angle.
I know, yeah. Fuck Jerry. Fuck Jerry it was called, yeah.
Okay.
They basically hired them, right? So you had this whole weekend of partying with supermodels, social media influencers, they're all there partying, Fuck Jerry are there filming it, right?
Fuck Jerry was a company that existed before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like massive fucking internet marketing company, apparently. Yeah, one of the, Forbes 500 company, like, yeah. I know, yeah. Fuck Jerry, yeah. But anyway, right, so down they go and they do this fucking ad, right? And they're thinking, how do we make this pop? How do we stand out on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Fuck Jerry came up with this idea that let's just launch an orange tile. Just a plain blank orange square. Right, now just kind of picture that, Del. You're scrolling through your Instagram, yeah?
Yeah.
You've got beautiful woman after beautiful woman after beautiful woman, orange square.
Which is not my Instagram people.
No, but you know what I mean.
Like to say
but their
right
target
now.
audience, that's exactly what they'd be seeing.
Heavy metal and motorbike racing, that's my Instagram.
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, so you've got metal band, orange square.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're like, what the fuck's that? And when you click on the orange square, uploads this video of all these celebrities partying, and they're basically selling that experience that those supermodels and influencers have had on that weekend. They're selling that to you for $5,000 plus a load of live bands, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, but before you go on,
yeah,
for those listening that don't know whether we're just randomly coursing somebody called Jerry,
no,
I just want to give
of the company.
Fuck Jerry, right?
Fuck Jerry is the name of the company.
Here, listen, okay, here. Fuck Jerry is an Instagram account known for its aggregation of online content and internet memes. As of August 15, 2019, @Fuck Jerry has 14.3 million followers on Instagram, created in 2011 by Elliot Tebele, Tebele. Its popularity led to the founding of Jerry Media. I wonder who the fuck Jerry was. Co-produced. Later, Jerry Media co-produced Fyre, a documentary about the failed event, which you're talking about, Paul.
Yeah.
Released on Netflix.
Yeah.
Tebele has also founded the company What Do You Meme? What Do You Mean? What Do You Meme?
What Do You Meme?
What Do You Meme? M-E-M-E. Jerry News and Yeah Tequila.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they've got against. Maybe they just don't like fucking Jerry Mouse, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. When we say fuck Jerry, we're referring to an Instagram account known for its online aggregation.
A digital media company.
As with 14.3 million followers.
Yes.
As opposed to just gratuitously cursing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, but they were hired to do all the marketing for Firefest, right?
This sounds like a fucking disaster happening.
Now, wait here, right? So anyway, right? Now, it's alleged, right? Just to be very careful here, right? It's alleged in the Netflix documentary that you've referenced that they paid $250,000 to Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay.
Right? To post that orange square on her Instagram. Right? It's alleged.
That's going all in, isn't it?
Right? So $250,000, right? For one Instagram post. Right? Now, as I said, the weekend when they filmed and all, there was loads of internet influencers.
Yeah.
All down there partying. They were all invited. They were all instructed. There's the orange square. There's the link. Post at 3:00 today, basically. Okay. And
the alleged part of that is they gave her 250 grand.
Yeah.
But she did post
Oh,
it.
she did post
Okay,
it, but it's
right,
alleged
yeah,
that
okay.
she was paid €250,000
Yeah.
to post it, or dollars. Right, so the whole thing was coordinated. All these influencers from all over the internet all posted it at 3 o'clock on the same day. Bang, flooded social media with these orange tiles, right? So naturally, you see an orange tile, in the middle of all this noise, and you go, "What's that?" And you click on it, yeah, and it plays the video. The first thing in the video, right, is like a flyover shot of the island,
Yeah.
and it's Pablo Escobar's island.
They advertised it.
Yeah, which they were exactly told not to
Which they were
fucking
told
do.
not-
Right?
Do not do this and then do it.
Yeah. Oh, and may I also just mention here as well, this is 4 months to the launch day. 4 months to the first day of the festival, by the way. Right?
Fucking hell.
Right? There's no stage, no fucking festival ground even mapped out in the island yet. There's nothing planned. It's just literally an idea in fucking Ja Rule and Billy McFarlane's head at this stage.
Now, you're saying Ja Rule and Billy McFarlane.
Yeah.
Was Ja Rule the leader of this time?
No, Billy McFarlane is very
Right,
much
okay,
the brains
yeah,
of the
yeah,
operation.
yeah.
Ja
Ja Rule
Rule
was
was kind of taken for the spin on this one, in
Yeah,
fairness
yeah.
to him.
Okay.
Right? He lent his celebrity nous to it. He was friends with Billy. As I said, they done the app together.
Right, okay.
And
So,
he was friends with Billy.
Ja
and
Rule
he,
probably
he trusted him, but he was
trooped the
taken
money.
in. He was taken in
Yeah,
big
yeah,
time,
okay.
you know what I mean? In fairness to him, he was like. But anyway, right, so they were offering various packages, right? Everything from luxury villas to geodomes, celebrity chefs on island cooking your food for the weekend, right? Basically, millennial heaven is what they were offering, right? Right, so we're 4 months out. They'd no venue, they'd no artists, they'd no accommodation in place. But they've already sold 25 million worth of tickets.
Fuck's
right?
sake. What year was this?
This was in 2013.
Fuck's sake.
Right? And they've taken in $26 million in investment, right? From investors.
Right.
Right? So he's taken in around 50 million quid at this stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And he's got nothing. Like, he's selling a video, basically, right? He's selling a dream. Right? And anyway, as soon as the video launches, the owner of Pablo Escobar's former island sees the video and says, "I fucking warned you. You can fuck off now, you're not getting the island." So now he doesn't even have a fucking island.
Jesus.
Right? They've got 4 months to pull this off, and they've already sold out, like, you know what I mean? They've literally sold out. So anyway, he finds another island in the Bahamas, right? He's sitting at a bar, a fucking poolside bar, and he gets chatting to the fucking barman, right? Just a local barman. Who knows things, who knows people, who,
Barman, taxi drivers. No
Yeah.
fucking everything.
Yeah, right? So
Yeah.
he knows people, and he basically sells Firefest to this barman, as an idea. And the barman's going, yeah, well, we can fucking do that, yeah, we can fucking absolutely. So he starts he becomes the liaison on this island. And they find like an abandoned hotel resort, basically, that was unfinished. It was just the foundation was dug for a hotel resort that never got built.
Right.
So they used, right, so that's their fucking location. That's where we're going to go. We're going to turn this into, into a festival grounds. We're going to put stages. We're going to put all the fucking, geodomes, the whole fucking lot, right? So they have all these plans, and, it starts to kind of come together. Like, like they're maybe actually, it's not a scam, and that they're actually trying to put the fucking festival on.
Now, nobody at this time, was anybody saying it was a scam?
No,
Right,
no.
okay.
But like your man,
Okay.
fucking Billy McFarlane had a fucking track record. He'd been done for fraud. He's very
Right,
question-
okay.
very
yeah.
questionable individual, right? And it's unclear from watching the documentary or from any research that I've done for the show whether he was literally setting out to scam people or whether he just made a complete balls of it. I
Given
leave
his
that up to
track
the listener.
record.
What?
Given his track record.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a bit of a scam artist. Yeah, absolutely.
And
Total fucking
what I'm
scam
saying
artist.
there is not for you to finish off, but it's given his track record, ...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know, but he did put stuff in place. He did begin to actually build a festival site on the island. So
Well, if you've got over 50 fucking million quid without a job done,
with nothing done for the video, yeah.
and you're only after losing an island because you were an asshole. and said shit you weren't supposed to. You fucking light a fire fest under him. Yeah, you need to get shit done.
Yeah. Right, so anyway, right, so they found the new site, which is an abandoned, it's essentially a building site with the concrete foundations are in there, and that's it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, but it's all these kind of circle, like, it's a pretty cool looking location. You'll see images, I'll put them on Facebook. It's on the sea, like, you know, but it's these kind of circle-y things, like they're all kind of interlinking circle, where they would have had different hotels on each of the kind of circle, kind of concrete
actually sounds
circles.
pretty cool.
It looks awesome. Like, it would be a fucking great location. They'd have pulled it off and what they were trying to do. Right, so basically, that's the site. Now, bear in mind, they've 3 months. They've 3 months to turn this into a luxury millennial paradise fucking music festival. Right, 3 months. Imagine how long it takes to put Glastonbury on there in a field.
Oh yeah, I'd say they start the week after it finishes for the next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. So anyway, he hires 100 labourers, 100 local labourers, right? And they're working 24/7 around the clock in, you know, fucking 3 different shifts or whatever, yeah? Right? The influencers who posted the orange tile, right? Now, the ones who weren't paid, right, have all been promised a free villa, free entry to the festival, all of that stuff.
So that was their payment?
That was their payment,
right, so they didn't get 250 grand?
No, they were getting the villa, the fucking premium package, which would have been around 250 grand.
Yeah.
If you were buying it on their ticket sales, well, they were offered that for free if they'd post this orange tile at 3 o'clock on whatever date it was, yeah? There are no villas on the island. Right?
Okay. Well, there's nothing.
The ones that are occupied, people living in them or whatever.
Okay,
yeah. So his plan was to use the money from the tickets to rent those villas out and basically tell the families to fuck off or put them up in a hotel or whatever. Airbnb. Essentially, that's exactly what he was planning to do. Now, and we're talking 200-300 influencers here. We're not talking a handful, you know?
Yes.
Right? Except just one small problem. The festival is scheduled for the weekend of the National Regatta on the island, right? Which is their fucking Super Bowl.
Oh,
it's the biggest fucking event on this island every year. Like, the National Regatta winner is like fucking Michael Jackson. He's fucking, like, you know what I mean? It's huge.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge on
Regatta
this island.
is like fucking sailing and shit, isn't it?
No, it's a fucking sailing race.
That's what I said.
Sailing. Oh, sorry, sailing. Sorry, yes. It's a sailing race, yeah.
Right, okay.
But that's their national fucking holiday, essentially, right?
Right, yeah.
The island's population triples that weekend.
Okay.
So there's not a hotel room to be fucking had that weekend, you know, a year out. Never mind fucking 3 months out, a year out, there's not a hotel room to be had. Fucking never mind a villa, right? So all of this is going on in the background. He knows all of this. He's still selling tickets. This is where the scam thing comes in, right? And then he keeps coming out with madder and madder packages. As the money starts to dry up, as he starts to build things and pay things and whatever, and the money starts to dry up, he starts coming up with more and more bizarre packages to sell.
Yeah, okay.
Right, to this festival.
What's the most bizarre? Have you got any?
Well, there's like fucking random ones where, like, have a dinner with Blink 182.
Okay.
Right? He's offering a dinner with Blink 182.
Had he said this to Blink 182?
No. No.
Okay.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
It's like, we'll sell the product and then we'll make the product.
Yeah.
That's
okay. Right. Okay. Because I'm offering people dinner with the Pope.
Yeah, that's
if they'd like to PayPal me money or something.
And this guy's modus operandi.
Right. Okay.
And has been all throughout his career, essentially.
Right.
Is that he'll come up with the idea. He's a great ideas man. Super ideas man. He'll sell the idea, or he'll sell access to the idea. Then he will try and make it happen. You know?
Okay.
It's not really the way to go about these things.
Well, there's the Richard Branson philosophy of you take the leap off the cliff and build your parachute on the way down.
Yeah.
I think he took that a little too extreme.
That's exactly what this guy is doing. Yeah. Right. But so as it goes from bad to worse, as things start to fall apart, this guy's answer is offer more, offer more, offer more. I can't deliver what I've already offered, but offer more, offer more. Keep offering more.
Right. Okay.
It's fucking bizarre, right? So, oh yeah, and the other thing as well, this fucking site where they're building it has no running water, no electricity, right? There's no fucking nothing, right? Right? Anyway, right. So at this stage, anyway, by the time he has all this fucking sorted, he's 26 million quid in the hole. Right? So
After getting him 50 million?
Yeah, he's now 26 million in the fucking hole.
In the red, yeah.
Right? So he comes up with, cashless wristbands. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This guy fucking, when the money runs out, it's find another way to scam more money out of people, essentially, right? So he announces that the whole festival is cashless, right? Do not bring cash, right? You're going to get a wristband, a digital wristband that you load your cash onto, right? We're going to send you this wristband now, and you have 7 days to load how much money you want to bring to the festival with you.
Okay.
You've got a 7-day window to load it, right? So all these wristbands are sent out to everybody, obviously, and then they start doing ads recommending that you load between $3,000 and $5,000 onto them to do you for the weekend, right? And of course, naturally, these rich millennials rush out and they all fucking load up the money, and he raises 800 grand overnight.
Right, okay.
Right, so that's more money coming in, still nothing going out, right? He has a $6 million catering contract, right? But he's only got £1 million in the budget for it, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be an issue, right? And the other thing that was advertised as well as part of this was exclusive private jet flights, right, from Miami out to the island, right? So you got a private jet. You were taken out to the island.
Did he have a private jet?
No.
Right. Okay.
Okay. He's also bringing. He's also bringing like 12,000 people. That's a lot of private jets.
The questions I'm asking are all rhetorical because I know the fucking answers.
I know, yeah, right. Anyway, the private jets were 737 with like Firefest painted down the side of it. Not even well.
Right. Okay.
Right. So these are private jets, right? Okay. So anyway, people start to arrive now. Like we're up to now a few days before the festival, Dale. Yeah.
When was the festival to go off?
I'm not sure of the date.
Did he change it from the regatta or just
no
conflicted? Right.
No, okay. Fucking they stuck with the date. They just kept going.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, right. So people start to arrive. The jets start to land. Right. Force Jet is full of influencers. Right, which is his big mistake. Right. They were the first ones brought over because he's thinking, get them there, get them tweeting about how great this is, and then that's gonna, obviously, right? But given what's going on, right? So,
which is nothing.
Exactly, right. Now at this stage, they have a stage, right? They have a stage.
Right. Okay.
They have a sound system. They have a stage. They have hurricane relief tents.
Jesus.
Right. They managed to get themselves a couple of thousand hurricane relief tents. So that's your luxury villa, right? The mattresses haven't arrived yet, right? Never mind the bed. Like, there's no bed, the mattress, right? In a hurricane relief tent, that's your luxury fucking accommodation for the night. Right? So that's for the weekend, whatever. Right? So all the mattresses all the people start to arrive first. Let's kind of stay where I am, right? So the first 5 or 6 flights are bussed out to a luxury fucking resort on the island, because nothing's ready at the site.
Right.
So it's they're all bussed straight to a luxury resort, for a surprise welcome party, right? So they're basically filling them full of fucking drink. They're paying the tab,
Yeah.
Right? At this site, right? So that goes on for 2, 3, 4. Everyone's having a great time. 4 hours in, everyone's having a great time. 5 hours, still no word on when we're going to the site, when are we going to the festival. 6 hours, people are starting to get drunk and annoyed. And
after 6 hours, what were they doing? Fucking sipping?
No, but you know what I mean. It was a party.
I'd imagine they'd be fucking coming down.
Hours, but then they started to kind of say, what the fuck is, how long is this party going on? When are we going to the site? So it all starts getting a bit fucking tetchy, right? So fucking, right? So the answer to that one is give everybody free tequila, right?
Good answer.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then they're eventually bussed to the site and all hell literally breaks fucking loose, right? There's no luggage. They were told their luggage would be brought from the airport, right? So they've no luggage, right? There's no staff to check them in, right? There's 3,000 people basically there's a house on the site where, you know, management are, yeah? 3,000 people outside that fucking site want to know what the fuck is going on here. Like, where's me luxury villa? Where's me tent? Where's anything, you know? So they're basically told anyway, after a few hours, fucking, you know, basically ready to fucking storm the management house, basically, yeah?
Yeah.
He comes out and he stands up on a fucking table and he tells them, right, look at, there's a container over there. Everybody's luggage is in that. Go and get it.
Okay. I looked it up and the festival happened on the 27th, 28th, 29th-ish of April 2017. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Radio. So
We
they're
have our
told to
dates.
go to the container, find your luggage, and then grab any tent you can find. Right? This is what
Right.
they're told, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know, things are starting to break online that this may not be the luxury fucking event that it was supposed to be, yeah? But it was one post on Instagram that ended it. Just ended it. A guy posted a photograph of a polystyrene fucking tub you get a hamburger in with a cheese sandwich in it, right? Said, this is your luxury meal. This is what they're offering here. That was supposed to be Michelin star
Yeah.
fucking cuisine. This is what we're getting. We don't have tents. The mattresses are soaking wet from the fucking rain last night. This is a shit show. Blink 182 cancelled when they seen that Instagram post, and every other band cancelled afterwards. It was that cheese sandwich. It was Supermodels that launched Firefest. It was a fucking cheese sandwich that killed Firefest. Right?
Fuck's sake. Were they, like, there must have been some sort of rule about posting. Were they told not to post, or were they allowed to post?
There was no internet on the island.
Right, okay.
That was one of the main, like, there was, like, no internet on the island at the site. Like, you know, there's no electricity, for fuck's sake. There's no running water, right? And I'm going to get onto a really fucked up thing about the water in a minute, right? But, yeah, so basically they had no water. Now, they had shipped in, I'm going to say, a couple of million litres of fucking Evian, right? In bottles, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And they were seized by customs because they hadn't paid the customs duty on it, right? They were just fucking everything.
Of course
was
they
just-
hadn't.
Yeah, exactly, right? So anyway, there's a guy who works in the office, right? One of the main organisers or whatever. Can't think of the guy's name, right? Fucking Billy comes up to him and says, look at, this is honest to God truth there. This is on the documentary. The guy in question tells this story
I saw
himself. Right?
Yeah, I did watch that part.
Right, so Billy comes up to this guy and he says, right, they've seized the water. We've no water. People are dehydrating. This is fucking dangerous. We don't have the money to pay the customs. Will you give the customs guy a blowjob? He's agreed to fucking release the water if you suck his dick. Right? That's like, and everyone's like, you know what? Okay. I'll do
That's
it.
what the shocking part
I'll do
was
it.
to me, that he
says,
went, yeah, I'll take one for the team.
I'll take
So
one for the
you
team.
fucking
I'll go and
maggot.
fucking do it.
Fucking
Right?
doorbag.
Now, he is gay, I have to add. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
but
obviously.
it's still fucking, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, you're the big guy on the team. Will you go suck his dick? And off he goes, fucking down to customs. Now, he says in the documentary, with all intentions of sucking this guy's dick. But the guy was like, no, you don't have to fucking do that. Look, just tell me I'm going to be one of the first paid and I'll release the water.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, of course you're going to be one of the first paid. And he released the water. Do you believe that?
I don't even want to think about it.
I don't even want to think about myself. But anyway, yeah, that's how depraved these fuckers were. Like, do you know what I mean? Imagine asking someone to do that for you. Like, whatever about doing it. Imagine actually asking a work colleague to fucking do that to save the festival.
Yeah.
You know? I was done.
Oh,
Anyway,
maggots.
you know? Right, so anyway, a third of the guests are now on site at this stage and all the tents are full. Right? The bands have all cancelled. Right? And remember, nobody has any cash. Right? They're all on these wristbands that can only be spent on the festival site.
Yeah.
So they can't book their own flights home. They can't even get a fucking taxi. Like, they're essentially fucking stranded here for 3 days. With no running water, with no electricity, with no fucking nothing. So anyway, they eventually get bussed back to the airport, right? This is on the second day now. So they've all spent the night on the fucking site, and it's a fucking, you know, there was no music, there's no fucking nothing. It's officially cancelled the next morning, right? And Yeah, the majority of the attendees, right, are in the air, like en route when the festival gets cancelled, right? So they all arrive at the airport. There's nowhere to put them. There's no buses. There's no nothing. And they've no cash with them, right? So they're all locked into the airport, literally locked in, right? You've got the other fucking 3,500 or whatever at the site who are being bussed to the fucking airport, right? So they're coming in. There's no fucking water. There's no water in the airport. There's no food in the airport. Nothing. There's fucking nothing. And they're kept there for hours before flights are finally arranged, right? And home they go. Now, okay, that's it laid out, right? That's basically what's happened, right? But a little bit of me is like, fuck them. Fucking rich millennials, fucking, fucking believe in what you see on the internet, or fucking want, that whole fucking wanting to live the celebrity lifestyle and the fucking, I'll give you another one. There's a company in Russia, right, that you can pay, right, to sit on a fucking private jet on the tarmac and take a photograph for your Instagram out, like with the window of the private jet or whatever in the background, and give that impression that you're living this fucking, jet set celebrity life.
Yeah.
That so many influencers fucking do. Well, this was kind of karma for them, I think, a little bit. Now, I know it was a fucking scam and all, like, you know what I mean? And, a lot of people lost a lot of money, but it was the fact that they were sucked in so fucking easily by that glamorous fucking celebrity lifestyle.
I don't know. I know what you mean about fuck them. I think of that sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
That annoys me about people.
Yeah.
Now, I mean the people that were there and got hoodwinked and fucking scammed, I have sympathy for.
I
don't care what class or background you come from.
Oh yeah, no, it's not even that. It's not even the class or the fucking, even the money wise. It's that, don't want to sound like a fucking idiot, but that type of person that, judges their self-worth by this fucking, I want to live like a celebrity.
You see, and that's you're getting into a completely different conversation. That my approach would be, that's how fragile people's self-worth is.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me. That's people that have been. That's a generation that have been reared from start till now
on the internet,
on social media.
Yeah, and believing everything they see.
Not even. Yes, they believe everything they see, but you're not good enough.
Yeah.
When you look in the mirror and what you see looking back at you isn't good enough.
Exactly.
Our product will make you better.
Yes.
All that bullshit.
And it's the whole FOMO thing of, if you're not at this festival, you are.
But that's what I mean. That's taking advantage. Yeah. And that's why the sense of, you know what, fuck them, is totally, for me, outweighed by the fragility that's being exploited.
Oh, yeah.
By these fuckers.
Oh, absolutely.
By McFarlane. And
scam fucking city.
I'm finding it really hard not to say the C word.
No, absolutely.
But so I do have a lot of sympathy for people that were stranded there and stuck there. And I see your point, but it's more overwhelming. It's more an overwhelming feeling of
just for humanity. No, come here. Listen, I did have sympathy for them in that sense. But what I'm saying was it was an education for them, firstly, that, this illusion of fucking superstar lifestyle, it's fucking fake. It doesn't fucking exist.
I don't think it was an education.
Well, it should be.
I don't think it was an education, because when they did get home, they go back to, they write the experience off.
Maybe.
And move on with their consume products.
Yeah.
Make yourself better, be
better. It's interesting you say that, because earlier this year, Fyre Festival 2 was launched. And sold out in seconds.
That reinforces the point I just made.
Yeah.
They write off and it's a bad experience. Yeah, what was that night out last night? Oh, shit. Never mind. Let's go on and do something else. Yeah. Anyway. That's the sad part of it, I think.
Is that they've actually trying to repeat the same fucking scam. Now, as it turns out, I checked. The website for Firefest 2 is still up. You cannot buy tickets on it. It hasn't been updated since, I think, January this year. There's no bands announced. It looks like it's dead. It looks like it was cut, before it gets to where Fire Festival 1 got to. But, as I said, the site is still up, though.
I can tell you one place it's not going to be, though.
Won't be on that island.
Won't be in the Bahamas.
I think it is.
No, it fucking is not. The Bahamian government have said they consider McFarlane's to be a criminal and a fugitive.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, because he didn't pay. Sorry, I didn't even get on to that.
So it ain't going back to there.
He didn't pay the workers, fucking the guys that were working 24/7 around the clock.
Yeah.
And the lady who did do the catering, albeit be subpar and whatever, she did, spend her life savings essentially providing what little bit of food she could provide to them. She never got a cent.
Yep.
She was put out of business. So,
and you see that this, when I'm saying I feel sorry for them, this is sympathy I have, because you try and reclaim your money from someone like McFarland, and they will litigate the shit out of you.
Well, he was done. He was found guilty.
He did 6 years.
He
was convicted for 6 years.
He was in prison for 6 years. Did 3?
He was sentenced 6 years. Yeah, and he did two. He did 2.5.
Yeah,
and he requested leave. He requested getting out because of COVID.
Oh, okay.
And he was refused it.
Right.
And he subsequently did get COVID.
Okay.
He was let out under compassionate terms.
Oh, okay.
That's why, yeah.
That's interesting. And then he got straight back to it.
Yeah.
Straight back into it.
Yeah.
As I said, with Fire Festival 2. But it seems that Fire Festival 2 is dead. I'm not saying that it definitely is.
And one thing...
It's gone very quiet anyway.
When you were saying what it was, like it was the lavish lifestyle, the
illusion of a lavish lifestyle.
But it was, I think the tagline it was given was Coachella for the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
No, it was something like that. It was Coachella, but in luxury or,
something like that.
But I mean, it was look, come here, it's a great idea for a festival if you organise it.
It was great if you're not a piece of shit.
Yeah, it was just out the sky.
If you're actually going to fucking do a festival.
Yeah, and I mean, this guy, he's supposed to be a fantastic businessman and whatever, but I mean, surely a straight fucking businessman. I know you were saying Richard Branson and build a parachuting away.
I didn't mean to associate Richard Branson with him whatsoever.
When you have the idea, we'll work out how we're going to make it happen. We'll work it out on the way.
And that's how.
But you don't start charging people for it before you've worked out.
A brilliant business plan, right? Billy McFarland. He did 1 year in Bucknell University in Pennsylvania.
Right, okay.
And dropped out in May of his freshman year before the exams at ACM. His mum and dad were real estate developers. Right. So his self-made millionaire bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking self-made. It's fucking, It's some ill-educated idiot gets bankrolled by their rich parents. They're the people that piss me off more than those poor fuckers that pay for the thing. And he, and I looked this up, and I'm going to read you exactly what I wrote.
Right,
okay? So McFarland also launched Fyre Media Incorporated, a parent company of Fyre Festival. In a term sheet sent to investors, Fyre Media claimed to be worth 90 million bucks.
That's right.
But authorities thought it was closer to 60 grand. Fucking, and I wrote underneath this with an asterisk, fucking Donald Trump much.
Yeah, I know.
And then I found out the very last piece of information I found out was he endorsed Donald Trump.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Birds of a feather flock together.
What an idiot. And the woman, I can't remember her name, but I will try and find it later. She fucking...
she invested heavily.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she invested millions.
And based on his valuation of the company as well.
Corolla Jane, I think her name is, or Jan or something like that. She's a New York businesswoman. and she invested heavily in Firefest, but she has chosen not to sue him to get some of her money back.
Why?
That was what I said. Not
He
what I
litigate
said.
the
That's
fuck
what
out
I
of it.
said when I read it. I was like, why wouldn't you fucking... And she said, when she was asked why, she said, I just want to put it behind me and move on. But that's fucking bullshit. And if you're successful...
She's obviously got a lot of
If
money.
I'm a successful businessman and I give you money and you flitter it away to nothing, I'm suing your fucking ass.
I know, but,
If it kills you, I'm suing.
On the flip side of that, Del, if you can say, I just want to put it behind me and move on from $26 million, you've got a lot of money.
Yeah,
You've got a lot of money.
Fuck that.
It's probably small change to her.
He took out a loan as well. Did you hear about his loan?
Yeah, the loan, yeah. Well, that's what he eventually got charged, was over the loan. It was the wire fraud.
Because he defaulted on it.
Yeah, but he provided false fucking records in
well,
order
that
to
was
get
probably
the loan.
his fucking investors, fucking his company.
Yeah.
That's worth 90 million.
Yeah,
but it's only worth 60
that
grand.
was exactly it. That's what he provided to the bank.
Yeah, the loan he took out.
Yeah.
Do you know what the fucking rate was?
No.
120%.
Jeez.
120%.
So you don't
fucking hell.
So if you borrow $1 million, you're paying back 120 million.
Yeah.
No, sorry, you're paying back 1.2 million. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, 2.2 million. 2.2 million you're paying back.
Fucking unreal.
That's nuts.
At the very least, like 120. That was just somebody that went in and just went, yep, I will, yep, where do I sign? Yep,
exactly.
And that was that.
Yeah,
that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he fucking probably looked at it and went, oh, fucking, fucking Ja Rule, Jay-Z, fucking Kendall Jenner. Yeah, where do we sign? Yeah, we'll give you money for that.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, though, Dale, marketing.
Yeah.
Well,
which is another thing, while you were talking, that I looked up. Do you know why it was an orange box? You know, the thing
to do with the colour scheme of the festival was orange.
Well, do you know why it's orange?
No. Because it will stand out against all that faff.
When you ask people to describe, and I looked this up on a psychology website.
Right, okay.
When you ask people to describe colours and the feelings you get from them, orange is described more often than not as bright, happy, uplifting.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but you don't really get overwhelming when you're pitching at fucking social media and influencers and stuff like that. And it's a bright, happy feeling.
Yeah.
And
that's
they psychologically evaluate which would be the best colour to push, and that's the colour they pushed.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking nuts?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's fucking mad.
But it says it all. Like, it's, the whole thing was a psyop. Fucking essentially it was pulling on people's need. That kind of fucking... I mean, all capitalism is that, you could argue, but it was at its most base.
Yeah.
Playing into people's insecurities, as you were saying earlier, that FOMO, that, need to be at this. And that was a big angle in their marketing, was if you're not at this fucking festival, you are fucking nobody. You
see, and that was a trigger.
And but that would fucking
trigger. The red flag, sorry.
That would trigger the likes of influencers.
Yeah.
Such an influencer is going and I'm not, no, can't have that, I'm going.
They work off the same angle.
Oh, yeah.
You're not good enough until you're doing this.
Yeah.
Why are you so ugly when you can change? Why aren't you changing?
Yeah.
What are you still ugly for? You're going to wake up tomorrow and be as ugly or uglier than you are today. And that's damaging for people.
Oh,
that's fucking bullshit.
Damaging.
I hate that shit.
Like, that is the dark side of the internet. Then.
But that's the angle the Firefest was coming at.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
And the
that's what they sold it on.
The new one is PYRT. P-Y-R-T.
Don't know that one.
Okay, and it's...
Let's not get...
He was interviewed by Vanity fucking Fair.
Right.
Get your fucking shit together, Vanity Fair, and stop fucking platforming this shite.
Yeah, let's not get ourselves into any litigation.
Yeah,
here,
no,
please.
fucking... people are platforming this bullshit.
Okay, what's PYRT? What is it?
PYRT. That was his new venture, apparently.
Oh, that was his new one? Sorry.
And he was... interviewed by Vanity Fair, and in 2023, I think it was, He said it was a virtually immersive, decentralized reality. So he's gone with the whole VR thing.
Right. Oh, yeah, come here.
Yeah.
Something I didn't even mention at all. He started out in business, right?
Yep.
With a fucking... And this is, again, fucking genius in a nefariously fucking evil genius way, right? He came up with the idea, right, when they were younger, the kids or whatever, that they discovered that if you pulled the magnetic strip off a credit card, right, and put it onto a piece of plastic or a piece of metal, you could still use it as a credit card. It still worked. So he came up with this exclusive credit card. It was a metal, right?
Oh,
metal credit card. I can't think of the fucking name of it. Right, it was a metal credit card, but allegedly and,
Spling.
proposed. What?
I think it was Spling.
No.
Spling.
No, it was a long word. And it was Greek. It was
Magnesis.
That's
Magneses.
Yes, fucking magnesis.
Oh, magnesis.
Yeah, no.
Bullshit.
It was magnesis.
Yeah.
Yes, that was it, right? The idea behind the card was, okay, it's a piece of metal that clunks when you put it down. It's exclusive, you know. And it was like, fucking, I don't know, titanium, kind of brushed alloy metal. Like, it looked fucking class, right? But it clunked when you put it down. Everyone knew you fucking had one. But then there was also, like fucking club card points. So every time you used it, you got points, and then you could use those for like exclusive parties and stuff that, only people with these cards could go to this party. They had a townhouse in New York. And again, that was advertised as like fucking Firefest in a fucking flat in New York. What it essentially was a lot of geeks sitting around drinking Coke. Right? That's basically right.
It was like it wasn't a credit card. You attached it to your credit card.
Yeah.
You tied it into your credit card and you could use it, and then your credit card would be charged.
Yes.
It was just an image. It was just a brushed metal image that you were talking about with the strip tied to your credit card.
Exactly.
So they were getting around the whole fucking...
Yeah, like they weren't fucking providing the credit or anything like that.
There was nothing.
It was just your credit card, but it was a fancy version.
Yeah.
The fancy version of whatever credit card you were using. But it gave you exclusive access. So again, it's selling this idea of if you're not in, you're crap.
Yeah.
You have to be in the in crowd, the whole it crowd fucking shit.
And
selling that idea.
The Spling thing I was talking about, the SPLING, was a short-lived online advertisement platform.
Okay.
That he created.
Yeah. But like the magnesis thing, right? If that was done by a decent fucking human being and not a fucking scammer, that's actually a really good idea. To have something like that actually gets you pretty cool fucking, exclusive stuff.
Such as what?
Like fucking parties or like a fucking gig, like, or I mean, is it any different to say fucking 3 Mobile doing pre-sales for the 3 Arena where you can buy tickets a day early for a gig? Like things like that.
You see,
kind of bonus.
No,
stuff.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm thinking of the same cohort of people that are being pitched all these ideas.
Yeah, and it is.
And that's fundamentally the problem I have with everything, I suppose.
Yeah. Fucking FOMO is real. Like FOMO is real.
It's more real now than it's ever been.
Yeah. I mean, I look at my kids and like, don't get me wrong, I loved having me Nike runners when I was a kid and me X-Works jeans, me Eclipse jeans or whatever, but looking at it now, and I've got, fucking teenagers now, and they want the new fad this week.
Yeah.
And then they want the new one next week.
Yeah.
And the one after that, the week after, but everybody has it.
And when they're on the one the week after next, they don't remember what last week's was.
Yeah. Yeah, but everybody has that this week.
Yeah.
It's this week, what I mean? And it's fucking insane.
Yeah. I was at Tato Park with and this is nothing on Tato Park.
No,
it's just that's where we were.
Emerald Park as it is now.
Whatever it is. And I was there with class and another class and another couple of classes and teachers of those classes. And we met.
Actually, can I just interrupt you for 1 second? Just for our international listeners, Tato Park, Emerald Park is Ireland's only, I'm going to say, actual theme park. Like proper.
Yeah, but don't think Disneyland, Warner Brothers theme park.
No.
It's a lot smaller
than that. But
yeah.
it's our own
anyway,
proper theme park.
We met a teacher from another school there who'd only worked with us the previous term. And it was like, oh, how's it going? How's it going? And he introduced us to teachers he was with, and we were all
it was a school tour, like?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
right, yeah.
And
yeah.
we were all talking, and I was talking to this one teacher, and she was saying, so what do you teach? And I was telling them what I taught. And she was like, that sounds so interesting. What do you teach? And she was like, I'm history and Irish or something like that. And she said, see that young fella over there? And he was only standing a couple of meters away, but she wasn't talking about him. She was like, see his runners. She goes, they're 500 quid. And this was when runners weren't 500 quid.
Oh, yeah.
And they're 500 quid. And I looked at them and leaned over to her and I went, has no one told them they're shite? Because they were shite looking.
Yeah.
And I don't know what make they were, but they were fucking atrocious looking.
No, I was in that, I'm not going to mention the name, there's a shop in the Blanchetown Centre that sells that kind of exclusive stuff, and I was in there recently and it was like a pair of €900 runners.
I know the fucking shop you're talking about.
Yeah, right.
And I wasn't there with him.
There was a pair of runners for €950, I think it was, right? That looked like something my mother would have forced me to wear from Dunn's in the 90s.
Fucking, you know what?
Fucking €10 runner. They
fucking
looked
stupid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
For €950. Like,
yeah.
Fuck off.
Incidentally, Firefest was supposed to be held on Great Exuma Island.
But yes, sorry, that was the name of yours.
I couldn't remember
Great
it when you were
in
talking.
The Bahamas, yeah.
EXUMA.
And I'm going to throw up loads of images.
You make sure you do, because we promise a lot and then don't.
I know, I never do. No, I am. I'm going to throw up a load of images, and I highly recommend. There's actually 2 documentaries. There's a Netflix one and a Hulu one if you have access to either of those. I highly recommend them. We've barely touched the fucking tip of the iceberg on the fucking depravity of what was going on behind the scenes. Like,
and I also highly recommend you don't waste your fucking money going to the next Firefest.
No.
Yeah,
no,
but he was jailed for 6 years. He got released on compassionate parole or something.
After 2.5.
And he was housebound. What did he call that?
Oh, under house arrest.
Yeah, house arrest.
Oh,
he had his tag and everything.
Yeah. And he was straight back into it though. What was the fucking scam he pulled? Oh, fucking while on bail.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
What did he fucking do while he was on bail?
I'll look it up.
Was it Firefest 2?
It probably fucking was.
Something he fucking done while on bail as well. I mean, the guy is, I don't know if he's just an idiot or if he's...
well, he's kind of said Trump is your man.
Yeah, he's a sociopath.
He's a fucking idiot.
Well,
you know, all those successful business people are psychopaths or sociopaths or something. So, yeah, I don't know. Can you remember what he did?
No, that was another scam anyway.
Yeah, it was. And it was breach of bail, but I don't know what it was. I can't see it. I can't find it. He was arrested by federal agents. Here we go. He was arrested by federal agents in 2017. And this is the whole Firefest thing.
Yeah.
He defrauded investors of 27.4 million.
Yeah. And
Vanity Fair described him as the poster boy for millennial scamming, which is what you're saying.
Yeah. I absolutely going after millennials every time. He has that nailed.
Everybody fucking does, don't they?
No,
2017, May 2017, McFarlane and Ja Rule were sued for 100 million in a class action lawsuit on behalf of Fyre Festival attendees. Yeah. The following month, McFarlane was arrested and charged with wire fraud in Manhattan Federal Court.
That was to do with the loan.
27, 6 years in prison. He was released in 2022 after serving less than 4 years.
4 years.
Post-incarceration. October 2022, McFarlane teased in a video on TikTok and YouTube Shorts that he was planning a new venture called PYRT, which I was saying to you.
You were saying about that earlier, yeah.
With more details to be announced on November 22. Bahamas. First, the magazine described it as Fyre Festival Light without the capacity issues. The government of the Bahamas responded to speculation PYRT may hold events in the country by stating they consider him a fugitive and would not endorse anything that McFarlane was associated with.
Yeah.
499 quid. $499 the first 100 tickets.
Yeah.
And they
and that was the same with Firefest. Yeah, he done the same
sold
with
out
Firefest,
relatively quickly, yeah.
Fools and their money.
On February 29, 2024, McFarlane posted on Instagram that Firefest 2 was being scheduled for February 25 at the Coral View Beach Resort on the Honduran island of Utila.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Firefest 2, and it's sold out.
On the 23rd of April, he posted an Instagram story with an update that the following 4 locations had been picked: Belize, Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Utila.
Oh yeah, utterly failed to pull off one festival and decide to hold 4. Brilliant.
McFarlane has been named responsible for getting hip-hop artists to endorse Donald Trump's 2024 campaign for presidency. Yay. Fucking loser.
Comeback.
But which loser am I talking about?
Both.
Yeah.
It applies to both.
Yeah. September the 9th, so the beginning of this month.
Yeah, okay.
McFarlane stated Fire Festival 2 will happen April 25th, 2025 on a private island off the coast of Mexico in the Caribbean.
He's still pushing it.
Yep.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Watch this space, guys, because this is going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll be doing a part 2 to this. Fucking, there you go.
Just, actually, Dale, will you come on Ticketmaster and see if there are any tickets left?
Are you willing me whole? Fuck off.
Come on, man. Supermodels, yachts.
No way.
Palm beaches, come on. If you're not there, you're nobody, Dale.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'd rather be a nobody.
I wouldn't fuck up my algorithm by going on and looking them up. I wouldn't even Google it.
Are we technically internet influencers now, Dale?
No.
Seems you have a podcast.
No.
We get a free villa. If by any off chance Mr. McFarlane is listening into this podcast, we'd be happy to promote Fire Festival 2. Such a great idea.
Yeah. I just don't accept payment in the form of free tickets.
No, I'll take a villa. I'll take a villa in Honduras.
No, I'll take $250,000, please. It's good enough for Kylie. It's good enough for me.
That's it.
Yeah, okay. So, that's all you got?
That's all we got, man. I mean, what more is there to fucking say, really, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, try before you buy is all I can say.
Yeah.
Try before you buy.
One thing that we can say is you're good enough the way you are.
Yeah.
And all that bullshit and influencers and all this kind of shit.
And it is bullshit. It's fake. It's not real.
That you're not good enough
it's
is
not fucking
shite.
real.
You are good enough.
It's not real.
Good enough the way you are.
Yeah, and you know,
on
none
that
of it's
note,
real.
I'm out. See you later.
Lad. See you next week or next time or whatever.